Yo, what is going on, NFL fans? I have a very, very special NFL draft video for you today. The draft keeps inching closer and closer, and in today's mock draft, we're doing a Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys only mock draft. This is without a doubt the best rivalry in the NFL. It's not even close. We got the degenerates from South Philly, and we got the trash bag hillbillies from Dallas. In today's mock draft, we're making a scumbag salad. Even though if you've ever been to a Birds game or a Cowboys game, none of these fans have ever even sniffed a salad in their lives. All right, let's mock it. Real quick, everyone, if you guys want more NFL content, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're pushing 5,000 subs, and I appreciate you guys all so much for tuning in. All right, let's mock it. Eagles, Cowboys. The Eagles are on the clock at 22. There's some good players left on the board. Cooper DeJean, the cornerback, I see him more as a safety or a slot guy more than I see him an outside corner in the NFL. The Eagles could go Kool-Aid McKinstry as well, but man, Olu Fashanu, the tackle from Penn State, and Amarius Mims are both on the board still. And if there's one thing I know about Howie Roseman, he loves building his teams through the trenches. I just find it impossible to pass up on Olu Fashanu. He could probably start at guard for the Eagles right now, right guard, and then he'll get to sit for a year behind Mailata and Lane Johnson and learn from two of the best tackles in the entire NFL. A guy like this falling to the Eagles is just too good to be true. Pass block grade 89, and the dude is a beast, man. 6'6", 319 pounds, and the best part about Olu is he just turned 21 years of age, man. He could be the left tackle for the Eagles or the right tackle for the Eagles for the next 10, 12 years, man. He's super young. He's unbelievably talented. He's got great foot speed and balance. He's an impressive athlete for how big he is. He's got a really good anchor, a quick get off. I mean, it's too good to be true. We could definitely go Kool-Aid McKinstry, but his 40 time is a little concerning for me to be a true number one outside cornerback at the NFL level. I don't want to reach for Kool-Aid. I'd rather take a blue chip, some people think the best tackle in this entire draft class of a very talented tackle class. Olu Fashanu is going to the Birds. Now, the Cowboys are on the clock at 24. They have a bunch of really good options, too. J.C. Latham, the tackle from Alabama, very, very good. 79 run block grade, 81 pass block grade, zone grade 86. This dude's a beast, too. 6'6", 335. And then Mims. A lot of people have been mocking Mims to the Cowboys, but I like J.C. Latham way better. I really, really do. 6'6", 335 pounds, 21 years of age. This guy can play left tackle. He can play right tackle. Natural athletic pre-snap stance. Footwork is naturally well balanced. Shows an understanding of advanced techniques. Great arm length, hands up. Has the power to mow people over. I mean, what else could you ask for, Cowboys fans? If J.C. Latham somehow falls to the Cowboys at 24, it's a no-brainer. J.C. Latham is going to the Cowboys. This is a pick I've made many times, Eagles fans, and I love this pick now. I love it always, and Howie Roseman needs to figure out a way to get this guy in the Eagles' Kelly Green, and that's Edgerrin Cooper, the linebacker from Texas A&M. 90 grade this past year, 86 pass rush grade, 87 rush defense grade, coverage grade 85. This guy can do it all. Like I said before, he's like a creative player for the linebacker position, like on Madden or something. 6'3", 230 pounds. The dude's a stud, man. He's great at blitzing. Top-tier athlete. Downhill player. He can stop the run. Cooper has the length and the athleticism to be a starting caliber linebacker in the NFL in a downhill role. He's an off-the-ball linebacker who will fit great in Vic Fangio's 3-4 scheme. Edgerrin Cooper in the second round goes to the Birds. The Birds are up with their second pick in round 2, and I'm going to give us some wide receiver depth, man. Ricky Pearsall, he has some of the best hands I've ever seen in college football. He's an excellent route runner. 12 games this year, 963 yards, 65 receptions, almost 15 yards per catch. This guy is super talented. 6'1", 192. He's an excellent player. Nuanced, savvy route runner. He always uses like a head shoulder fake to create separation. He can be that number 3 wide receiver in Kellen Moore's offense. Can you imagine A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith on the outside, Ricky Pearsall in the slot, and you can interchange all 3 of those guys in each one of those positions. I love Ricky Pearsall. People might say I'm overdrafting him a little bit here, but I don't think so, man. He's got some of the best hands I've ever seen in college football. Go check out the tape. The SEC doesn't allow YouTubers to use their content on YouTube, so I can't show it to you guys, but I'm telling you, Ricky Pearsall is the truth. He's going to the birds. With the Cowboys up next, we addressed offensive line. I want to give the Cowboys offense another look other than CeeDee Lamb. Brandon Cooks is getting older. Jake Ferguson is solid at tight end, but they need another wide receiver. And there's been a big run on wide receivers. That's why I want to get one before they're all gone. And Keon Coleman, man, he's got excellent size, dude. 70 grade this year, which doesn't like punch you in the face, but I'm telling you guys, 50 receptions, 658 yards, 11 tutties, 6'4", 215 pounds. The dude's a monster, man. He's a great athlete. He's very explosive and strong. He high points the football. He's got strong hands, man. And he is like one of the best guys in this draft at contested catches. And that complements great with CeeDee Lamb's ability to run all the routes on the route tree. Keon Coleman, an excellent wide receiver to go get those deep balls from Dak Prescott, is going to the Cowboys. All right, the Cowboys are up in the 3rd round, and I really want to address the offense a little bit more, guys. I want to add a really good running back to this team who lost Pollard this year. Trey Benson is one of the best running backs in this class. 87 rush grade, 89 gap grade, 106 elusive rating. The dude does a little bit of everything, man. Does a little bit of everything. 156 carries, 905 yards, average almost 6 yards per carry, 14 touchdowns, 6'1", 223. I love his size. He's got great speed. He's also only 21, 223 pounds, so he's going to be able to hold up at the NFL level. He's got powerful build, explosive athlete. He can convert speed to power quickly. He is an excellent running back, man. He's going to fit great in Dallas. I love Trey Benson here to the Cowboys. The Birds are up again in the 4th round. We got our tackle of the future. Whether Fashanu plays left tackle or right tackle in his future, he's very young, only 21 years of age. They have a hole at right guard. Tyler Steen is penciled in to start there, but I don't know if he's that guy. I want to bring some competition into this room. Cooper Beebe, the guard from Kansas State, is a G. 80 grade every single season. He's played over 900 snaps the past 2 years. Extremely durable. This guy has played almost 3,000 snaps in his collegiate career. He's only given up 2 sacks. That's it. That's it, guys. True pass set, pass block grade, 91. And this is a passing league, right? 90 pass block grade, man. This guy is super good. I love his size. Perfect guard size, 6'4", 335 pounds. Let Jeff Statland coach him up. He can be an all-pro. Cooper Beebe is a legitimate all-pro possibility at guard for the Eagles. I love this pick. The Eagles are up round 5, pick 26. I don't necessarily love the way the board fell to the Eagles in this position, so I want to pick the best player available, and I really think that's Malik Mustafa from Wake Forest, right? The Eagles have Reed Blankenship and C.J. Gardner-Johnson at the safety position, but if you look at C.J. Gardner-Johnson's PFF grades over the last few years, he's an average safety at best, and Reed Blankenship's only on a 1-year deal, so we need some safety depth, and Malik Mustafa is excellent against the run. You can put him in the slot. You can put him at safety. He's good in coverage, not great, but he's a willing tackler, 62 tackles this year. He hits with everything he has. He's got serious, great mentality. He's a very physical player, and I love those traits. To add some dirty grittiness, he actually reminds me of like maybe even a better version of C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I love Malik Mustafa to the Birds at this pick. The Eagles are picking again, picks 171 and 172. I'm looking for the best players on the board right now. And I love Drake Nugent. Okay, Jason Kelce just retired, so we need some depth at the center position. Drake Nugent is that guy. over a 77 grade all 3 years as a starter for the national champion Michigan Wolverines. 76 run block grade, 78 pass block grade. And if you can play for Coach Harbaugh in Michigan, you can play in the NFL. And if you could start for him all 3 years, this dude, Drake Nugent, falling to the Eagles at this spot is a gift. I love this pick. The Eagles get to pick again, so we get to address another position of need. I'm looking at these running backs that are left, right? Dillon Johnson, the halfback from Washington, played in that high-powered offense, 233 carries, so he really carried the load. And if you look at his college career, he's not a guy who's had 200 carries every year. That's a good thing, right? He can split time a little bit with Saquon Barkley, take some of the load off of him. 5 yards per carry. He's got decent size, 6 foot 218. Dillon Johnson's going to the Birds. All right, the Cowboys are up round 5, pick 39. This pick is a little bit of a stretch for me, but this guy's production is unreal at college. Pick 39 in the 5th round is pretty much a 6th round pick, right? So you need guys who have potential to be great. And this guy really does. Jalen Green had 18 sacks at JMU last year, almost a 90 pass rush grade. This is a guy you take a flyer on in the 6th round. 6'1", 245. He doesn't have the best size in the world, right? But look at all these pros, man. Fast, violent hands, loaded three-point stance. His small height gives him good leverage around these big tackles. Jalen Green, the tackle sack machine, 18 sacks last year from James Madison, is going to the Cowboys. All right, the Eagles are up in the 6th round. This is their final pick of the 2024 draft, and we all know the cornerback position for the Eagles is a little sus, right? And Josh Wallace is a steal for the Eagles at this point in the draft. 86 grade, 70 last year. He's really improved, right? 84 coverage grade, 87 run defense grade. His man coverage grade isn't that bad, 68. This guy can do a little bit of everything, 81 in zone. He's got decent size, 6 foot 190. In this draft, a lot of the corners are really skinny. He's not quite there. 190 pounds is good size for a cornerback. Let's add him to this crowded room of mediocre at best cornerbacks, and maybe, who knows, he can compete for a job for the Eagles in 2024. All right, the Cowboys have 3 late round picks, right? So we're at 216, 233, and 244, right? I want to add some help at the center position. Tanner Bortolini is a pretty good player, right? He was really good early in his college career. Pass block grade 80. This is a guy you take a flyer on late in the draft, a developmental guy. There's no analysis on him, but 6'4", 310 is good size. And I've heard a lot of draft pundits talk about this guy, Tanner Bortolini, and I think he's a good player. He's not a great player. You're picking round 6, pick 40. This is pretty much a 7th round pick. So you want to bring in some depth to positions of need, and center is one of those for the Cowboys. All right, Cowboys fans, we got 2 more picks left in the draft. I'm going with Trey Taylor from Air Force, man. Look at this guy. 80 grades the past 2 years, 89 coverage grade, tackle and machine, 50 tackles, good size, 6 foot, 210 pounds. This dude is a steal in the 7th round. With the final pick in the draft for the Cowboys in 2024, I'm going with Dallas Gant, the linebacker from Toledo. He played with Quinyon Mitchell, who was a top 10 pick. Run defense grade 87. We're picking in the 7th round, so these guys aren't going to be great. But he's great against the run, and he's great in coverage. Maybe he's not going to be that pass rushing linebacker. We already got Micah Parsons and other guys at the linebacker position that can rush the passer, so you might not need that. He's a special teams guy right away that can compete later on in his career for a starting spot. 6'3", 230, great size for a linebacker. Dallas Gant is my guy. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed my Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys only mock draft. We got 2 really good left tackles early in the draft for each team. J.C. Latham for the Cowboys and Olu Fashanu from Penn State for the Eagles. I think we filled out a bunch of needs on both ends of the spectrum for both teams, and I think it's going to be a 2-headed race in 2024. Who's going to win that division? Is it going to be the Eagles or the Dallas Cowboys? Let me know who you think wins the NFC East in 2024 in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Peace.